Hi guys, what's up? It's Frank here from Altcoin Buzz. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever in the world you are. Today there's a lot of blood in the crypto market, a lot of red over here, but what I'm going to show you is why you actually don't need to be concerned. Again, technical analysis is going to show us that there is no need to be concerned for this short-term dump that we are seeing. The uptrend is still intact. Furthermore, we're going to have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, which is showing good signs given that Bitcoin is falling in price. Good signs for the altcoin market, so be sure to stick around until the end of the video to find out why that is. But of course, the two altcoins that we're going to discuss today are Polygon, which is in 20th place, and of course the up and coming StepN using the GMT symbol. Currently has a 35.7% growth over the past week, which as you can see is certainly standing out when you see this whole bloodbath of red. So we're going to see why StepN is in such a powerful uptrend, and we're going to see where potential new targets could be given the uptrend that we're in. Finally, I'm also going to show you one of the trades from the Altcoin Buzz access group. This was a trade that we took a couple of weeks ago just to show you how you can potentially make money from entering the trades that we give. Of course, remember, none of it is financial advice, but in the Altcoin Buzz access group, there are these TA signals that we give out, and I'm going to show you how that played out and how you can take advantage of these calls yourself. Now, for those of you who don't know, Altcoin Buzz is first and foremost a crypto investment research company, and we have been providing you numerous 100x returns since 2017. So if you want to get in on that action, join our Altcoin Buzz access group where we document up-to-date research covering undervalued altcoin gems, NFT minting opportunities, and our portfolio strategies. So click the link up above to take part in the action now, or in the pinned comment section down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you don't miss any future updates. And finally, please note that none of this is investment advice. Okay, so before we look at StepN and Polygon, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin, which of course has been falling. Now I'm zooming out here for the bigger picture to really show you there's nothing to be worried about. We have an uptrend here, a high, a higher low, a higher high, and now even if we get down all the way to $34,450, we will still have the uptrend intact. Not only that, but we have potential support down here around the $36,000 region, given that we have this parallel channel. So there's really nothing to be too concerned about. And even if we go to the daily chart here, we can see that we have a parallel channel within the larger parallel channel forming. And again, here we have some potential support again at the $37,500 region. Now, the other good news, of course, is that Bitcoin dominance is not increasing. In fact, Bitcoin dominance is showing this descending triangle pattern, which is a bearish pattern. We have tested approximately the 39% dominance level multiple times. We have decreasing highs here. So therefore, it is more likely than not that we will break this to the downside. Of course, this is not a certainty or even a very high probability, but this price action is indicative of Bitcoin dominance failing to reach its previous highs, failing to get into an uptrend. And certainly we have seen Bitcoin dominance all the way down at 32%. And of course, this is great news for altcoins, because if Bitcoin dominance falls, then altcoins go up relative to Bitcoin. Okay, so let's have a look at Matic. So Matic, we're seeing similar actually to what we saw here. This is a descending triangle. Here we're seeing a descending wedge pattern. Now, the outer limits of this pattern are marked by these diagonal lines here, where we mark it from the lows of the candles and the highs of the candles. That gives you sort of the outer extremes, which suggests that we might come all the way down potentially to the $1 region. So I'll just put a potential support down here. As you can see, we had a couple supports here at the $1 region. So I'm just going to put one line there as a potential support. Now, it is true that we are in a downtrend right now on the daily time frame. So it's more likely than not that we will actually see further movement to the downside before movement to the upside. Because like I said, although this is a descending wedge pattern, which is technically a bullish pattern, certainly in the very short term, there is room for more downside. You can see the RSI is at 38. We're not even at oversold levels yet, so we could quite potentially reach oversold levels as we have in the past before we see a move up. Now, we did have a pivot point over here at the previous candle low of $1.244. There's some potential that we find support there, but really there's not much confluence at that area. So I think it's more likely that we get closer to the sort of $1.1 and then potentially all the way down to the $1. Certainly we would likely see some sort of pivot from the $1 level if we were to get there. But my best guess is that we will actually see more downwards price action, potentially see another wick taking us approximately to the $1.15 level. Now, in terms of resistance, if we look at the daily time frame, you can see that we had several candle closes at the $1.43 level. That will be the first barrier to break the downtrend. But then, of course, we will have to break the $1.7 level. And then if we really want to be looking for the next major move up, we are looking at the weekly time frame here. It would be the $2.29 level. Now, StepN, of course, is looking very bullish. Now, StepN GMT, of course, is looking very bullish. This chart started only on the 9th of March 2022. It's been barely a couple of months. But of course, we are seeing very healthy upwards price movement here. And if we take a Fibonacci extension of this previous move and think of where it could land next, the next potential resistance is at the $5.16 level. That's the 1-to-1 extension, or the 1.618 extension, the $7.1 level. So there really is potential for a lot of growth here. There's no resistance above the $3.8 level. So once we break that, it's very likely that we see a sort of quite powerful move to the upside. Now, in terms of where or when we will see that move, it's somewhat probable that we will actually see an ABC correction pattern before we have this move up. I want to show you how this happened in the past. On the 1st of April, we topped out. We had the A coming down at the 4th of April, and then the B on the 6th of April, and the C on the 7th of April. Now, this is a very common retracement pattern after an explosive move up. And as you can see, this marked the bottom at the C, and then we started another move up. So it's quite possible that we see a similar pattern here where we have a move down, a move up, and another move down. And if we do, certainly there will be some likely support at the $2.66 level. 3 times in the past, we found resistance here. When we broke through it, we had a nice, very healthy move up. So I think that the most likely scenario is that we have an ABC retracement and then get ready for another move up. That being said, we are in an uptrend on the daily chart, so it's not even necessary that we come down to this $2.6 level for another move up. However, it would be a very healthy retracement and a very good time to get in the market, in my personal opinion. But certainly the bulls have control, and there's no reason that we have to come all the way down here. One thing which is slightly concerning is the decreasing volume that we are seeing here ever since the 12th of March. This is obviously showing a decrease in the potential momentum in the price action in the market. So ideally for the next move up, we would want to see volume surpassing what we saw on the 18th of April. But really, for now, the bulls are in control, and it will be exciting to see where the next move up will be. Now, finally, I want to show you one of the trades which you could have entered if you had have been in our Altcoin Buzz access group. The number of members is growing rapidly. We have almost 200 members now. We started with significantly less than that just a few months ago. And just to show you one of these trades that we entered on Wild USDT here on KuCoin, we saw that there was oversold on the RSI. We saw that we were coming into previous support zone at around the $1.5 level. So we entered a long trade here at the $1.21 level at this green line. We had the stop loss down here at 1.104, and these 4 lines mark the take profit points. So as you see, we took profit at these 4 levels and then got completely out of the trade before the next move down. So even in a downtrend, we predicted a reversal here. We took advantage of that, and you can do the same if you sign up for our access group today. It starts at just $99 per month. Okay, that's it for me for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other technical analysis video. I covered Engine and Efinity. And of course, you can also check out Polygon Matic to explode, this video by Matty, to check out the fundamental analysis of Polygon. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one.